Hello, this is Teja Gerken with Peghead Nation, and I'm here with Taylor's new 322E 12-fret guitar. Taylor's 300 series has traditionally been the entry level into the company's US-made line of instruments, and the line has really expanded over the last few years. It used to be you could only get a handful of models in that line, and now there's different wood combinations and pretty much every body style available in that, which is great because the guitars offer an amazing value for the money. For 2016, the company has expanded its wood choices for this line, and this guitar is an example of a 300 series guitar with blackwood back and sides. And it's a very cool wood, a little different tonality than the traditional rosewood or mahogany or sapele, which many 300 series guitars use have had. Really nice warm mid-range on this wood, especially when it's paired with a mahogany top as it is on this guitar. It's kind of unusual to have a mahogany top on a guitar that doesn't also have mahogany back and sides, which is kind of a classic combinations that many companies have used over the years. But Taylor always likes to experiment, and as this guitar demonstrates, there's really no reason to not use a mahogany top on a guitar with different back and sides, such as the blackwood here. The sunburst shading on this guitar kind of lends a little bit of a vintage kind of a appearance, even with this kind of satin finish that is on this guitar. So overall, a very unique looking instrument all around. 12-fret guitars with slotted headstocks are most often based on vintage guitars. You'll see sort of a more vintage type body shape. A lot of times they have really vintage shaped necks. But in Taylor's case, they have applied the 12-fret concept to really a much more modern feeling and sounding guitar, which really results in a unique instrument. In the case of this instrument, we have a short scale. It's 24 7/8 inches. We do have the vintage style slotted headstock with open gear tuning machines. The 12th fret combined with a short scale, of course, makes for very easy playability and great reach into the first position. Very effortless to play. But it's mated with their traditional grand concert body. It's the typical grand concert shape that Taylor has used for many years. With the 12th fret design, it moves the bridge a little bit further into the lower bout, which results in a little bit warmer, bassier tone than what a 14th fret guitar with the same design otherwise might have. As you would expect from a Taylor, the neck in this case is anything but vintage. It does have the 1 3/4 inch width, which is kind of a medium width, great for fingerstyle, but not too wide for flat picking. Nice, fairly shallow, rounded profile on the back. Made it with a ebony fingerboard and a ebony bridge. Simple rosette of black and white rings. Same is found in the purfling, which is simple black and white, and so on. Same on the back of the guitar. The guitar is outfitted with Taylor's ES2 electronics, which are mounted behind the saddle. It's a piezo system with 3 sensors that are kind of placed between the bridge pins and the saddle right here, and it has controls for volume, bass, and treble on the instrument. You've already heard me play the guitar fingerstyle, and I find that the mahogany top does really lend itself to playing sort of blues-based material with this great kind of a slightly compressed sound with great warmth and really warm mid-range. But let's also hear Peghead Nation's Scott Nygaard play the guitar so you can hear what it sounds like with a different player. So as I mentioned, the guitar includes Taylor's Expression System 2 electronics, which consists of 3 piezo sensors that are mounted behind the saddle. So it's different from most piezo systems in that it's actually sensing the back of the saddle rather than the bottom of the saddle. The controls on the guitar are really quite straightforward. If I wanted to boost my bass a little bit, I'd have that option right here. I could also cut it. Same with the trebles. make the guitar a little bit brighter or cut some of the highs, really mostly to accommodate for different PA systems, amps, even different rooms that you're playing with. Very straightforward and very easy to use. And of course the volume control simply boosts or cuts your volume. So let me demonstrate playing the system through a little Fishman Loudbox mini amplifier here. What you're hearing is a combination of the direct signal and the room mics picking up the amp. And I think you'll agree that the system does a great job representing the acoustic sound of this guitar in an amplified setting. So that's Taylor's new 322E 12th fret. It's a really fun to play guitar. It's hard to beat the playability with the 12th fret neck with a short scale, and I love the wood combination with the blackwood and the mahogany top. It really results in a nice, warm mid-range sound that you could apply to a lot of different musical styles. I really like playing sort of more bluesy kind of stuff as I was doing with it before, but as Scott Nygaard showed, playing with a flat pick also yields great results. So really a fun guitar, easy to plug in, and just wonderful to play all around. There are also several other 300 series guitars with similar wood combinations and similar looks with a sunburst top and the same electronics. So check them out at your Taylor dealer and give them a listen. For Peghead Nation, I'm Teja Gerken.